Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm here in Jobu's man cave, and we're doing a little bit of work in here.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I am. Michael's already ahead of me. I've been out just running around.
I need to go make some money because money doesn't grow on trees.
All right, so Michael Anthony's going to go make some money doing some deliveries. But he's been over here painting all these great shelves and stuff right here. Got one of those that's ready to go out. I need one more to finish getting this stuff together. And I am going to be working on some more of the football shelves. And so I glued up some blanks yesterday, and I'm going to get these things sanded out so I can do these. And I'm going to come up with a different version. I want to be able to make stuff accessible to everybody. Okay? And unfortunately, like that first one that I made, which is made out of hardwood, cherry. Cherry's about $7 a board foot, so it costs a lot. Look, why has it got to be an Eagle fan as the first one up in? I'm sick and tired of you mugs.
I'm not.
The Eagle fan? You're not tired of them?
Like, why you whipping on Philly 500? Because he wants to get healthier.
I'm ripping on him because he talked about Drew Pearson.
Yeah, but you can't rip on the man because he's trying to get healthier.
I didn't rip on him.
Yeah, you did because you were ripping on last night about starting keto.
No, I'm happy that he is because
no, that's not what you were doing last night.
I know. What I was ripping on him about was talking about my wide receiver, Drew Pearson.
Well, that's a different story.
Drew Pearson, who's got 2 rings. How many rings does Harold Carmichael have? Huh? How many? Zero.
That's a different story, but you can't rip on the man because he wants to get healthier.
L4G Custom Fabrication, who got his rack that was hand painted by Michael Anthony Fitness. How does that feel? L4G, now, looking at your metalwork, you put my woodworking to shame, buddy. My stuff's garbage, straight garbage. But I tell you what, though, man, L4G, I'm in love. I saw the CNC machine. Oh, my God. This thing is freaking incredible. You can put 24 by 36 inch pieces in there. I'd be able to actually auto cut out my pieces for cabinets to make them. You want a water jet? This thing is like, well, the regular price is $8,000.
Well, water jet.
But I would be able to use this thing to like put logos, or people want to put their names on footballs and stuff like that. What's happening? Hi, we are from California. Okay, cool beans. Well, you're here at Jobu's Man Cave. And all these are ready, right? Mm-hmm. Michael Anthony Fitness. Check these out. Look, L4G. That's the next size up. You know, since you're one of the tailgate members, L4G, you know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be getting different shot glasses. So all the tailgate members will be getting whatever new shot glasses sent to them free of charge. But look at it. Look at how good Michael Anthony is becoming a finisher extraordinaire. And these right here, this is a piece of walnut, and underneath of it is cherry. I got to get a couple of these built out because we've actually sold a couple of those as well. And if you don't mind, you guys don't mind if I do a little work, do you? You don't mind, do you? Because I need to turn on the dust collector and the sander. Because see, this is glued up right now, but we've got to get this clean, ready to go. Don't mind at all? Okay. Been seeing me for 4 years? 4 years, man. No, go ahead. All right, let me turn on the equipment. I'm going to turn the heat off too because it's hot in here. Like now, right? So that is a thickness sander. It has two big drums on there with sandpaper on it, and it will sand this stuff perfectly flat. So I'm going to take this, you see where this is a couple of pieces in the blue line. First pass where it's already kind of leveled it out some. So this is what it looks like beforehand. This looks thicker than the cherry, so I gotta go ahead and roll it again. I am so freaking excited and motivated about doing simple things. I want to evolve my workshop here, and with this guy, build something great, build stuff that includes you guys. So we are. Look at all those. Well, here, let me show you closer. So we have all of these that are in the making. And you see, this is it going in one side. All the dust is going up through here. And then look what comes out the other side. Look at that. So it goes in this way and it comes out the other side clean. Pretty cool, right? How can I still? It is not the Eagles' lucky charm. Get out of here with that. He is not any damn Eagles' lucky charm. Get out of here. Look at that. Is that a thing of beauty or what? That is solid walnut. You're not sure about Amari Cooper? You hold on to Amari Cooper. Trust me. You hold on to him. You already gave up the #1 pick, and I guarantee you there's nobody that was in the draft that was as good as that guy. You need that guy. pretty that is. That's going to become one of those shelves, man. Break time at work. That's what's up, family. Oh, okay. Well, I'm proud of my son. He's been working while I've been out looking at some stuff. Oh my God, I saw the most incredible freaking machine. I want it, but it's a lot of money. It's like $6,000. Jay Hall, how are you doing? What was that? I'm on my positive to hire new employees. He just graduated. Oh, well, it's just me and Mike. That's it. And my friends, the machines over here. But I absolutely positive. I love doing this. This for me is the best thing in the world that I could ever be doing. It honestly is. I love building stuff with my hands. I love like when L4G sent the picture, got the shot glass rack and things like that. I'm hoping that I could do more of this because you always want to love what you do and do what you love. No, we're not cool, Victor. I love building things too as a toolmaker. You know, that's a dying art. It's sad because people don't know how you build stuff anymore. Well, Michael, he's actually going for his other job, so it's going to be mostly me in here today. Just me. That's it. Just me. Just you and your best friend? Well, I have to work. I have to work on a daily basis. I wish I had it to the point where I didn't have to. But I love doing this kind of stuff. This doesn't really feel like work because normally I got the TV on. Now I'm sharing it with you guys, and I can't quit my day job. Something about creating with your own two hands something from nothing. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to do anything else. So, but Pat run this through a couple of times to get completely flat, get all of the edges. Yeah. Nice. All right. I'll put them on. Look at that. Solid walnut. Isn't that pretty? We'll cut the football shape out and we'll make the laces to go on this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. Can you see that? Can you see how it should wear a helmet, safety first? Over in that corner over here is a cyclone dust collector. This thing has got 2 drums that are standing on it. Do you see any wood chips? Do you see any dust on me? Everything is sucked up right away. It just does. When I wear safety glasses, I sweat and they fog up and literally... What? What? I can't hear you, Juba. What? I can't hear you. When I'm using like the grinder and things like that, I do wear safety glasses and things, and I'll use a dust mask. But see, I've got this right here is a fine filter collector, and over here is my cyclone. See these big pipes up here? That sucks up all the dust in here, drops it into the barrel, and the fine stuff gets there. Now take a look. This is getting sanded down. You see any dust on this? No. This machine, these 2 hoses right here are sucking up all that dust and debris. The planer, again, everything is hooked up to something to take out the dust and the debris, with the exception of the hand tools. So hold up. Last pass, and then those are done. Then what I'll do is I'll mark these and cut them out. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to do some ones out of pine. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and paint those brown. Or I could try and stain it, but I don't know if I can get a stain that'll be a football color. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make all these things so I get an inventory set up before I go away. Now this board over here, I need the plane so that way it's the right thickness for the shelf. So hold your ears to the back. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Crack kills. Okay, so I got to do one last thing, and that is I got to cut these down. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Again, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. It's not a bow chicka bow wow channel. Have to interlock, so you want to have it snug. Now look at that. That's a joint. That, look at that, no glue. Somebody sounds like people consider it illegal, but I don't get that. Last piece and I can take a break. Got wood? I do. So this is maple. Any word? No, I haven't gotten any word from them. Now, where we worked at least it's been on the northern side of the island, which wasn't hurt as bad as the southern side of the island. So there's at least that. Eagles got more playoff wins than the whole NFC East in the last 20 years. Okay, and Des, and you still only have one Super Bowl. So what does that say? Who gives a rat's ass while I'm building some shelves? Dumbass trolls. You know, it's funny because you Eagle fans think that you coming on here is actually bothering me. No. Happy for you. Glad you had some victories. It's about damn time. Anyway, I'm enjoying building some shit, as they say. Carson bounced to them, skipped to them, and then limp it to him. Oh, man. He says, Cowboys been pathetic. It says, Cowboys been pathetic. Well, considering that you finally won a Super Bowl after 54 years, we can say you were pathetic until you finally won one. How about that? And how about this? At least, here's a difference for you, Des Bars. Because, yeah, you won a Super Bowl 2 years ago. What have you done since then? Because, see, we won Super Bowls back to back. We won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and probably could have won more had our owner not been an idiot. So the fact that your team went from the Super Bowl to now going downhill with an old ass team. Because see, you guys think, oh well, we're a great team. No, see, I got to tell you, the Cowboys have a lot more talent on there that's staying healthier than what you guys got. You guys got a quarterback that, you know, he tapped out after getting hit in the head. You got a quarterback who's been injured now 3 or 4 years. You got a quarterback that you got to look at and say, yeah. At least you witnessed the Super Bowl. I've witnessed 8 personally with my team. So go someplace else with that one. You know, big deal. The Eagles are worthless, Mark. Like I can't disagree with you on that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rip some boards real quick. Carson Glass Wentz. I witnessed 2. I saw all 8 of the Dallas Cowboys. So going through and saying that, you know, you haven't witnessed, yeah, I have. And you know what, Des Bars? I've actually witnessed seeing your team lose 2 of them live at the game, where your quarterback, McNugget, tossed his nuggets in the game. In the game. There's something about building stuff with your hands that for me, still, sometimes I make stuff, it's kind of crazy. I build stuff and I look back at it and it's like, I can't believe I built that. I too have seen all of them. I am a year older than me, Mark. Man, Jake, I'm glad you're still alive because we old. We old, man. I joke about that, but I have a lot of friends that I went to school with, man, that aren't here. And that's why for me, every day is a blessing. That's why every day I try and cram in as much as possible. And I'm trying to take the little bit of knowledge that I have and pass it on to my son as well. Because, you know, life is too short, man. You know, I got friends that have cancer that just found out and, you know, that they only have a little bit of time. You know, how Justin, my man Justin in here, you know, he's a young man and he's got heart problems and things like that. You have to, and I'm going to try and do it more. Somebody sent me a letter, sent me an email the other day and said that, you know, you don't realize the effect that you have on people. He said, you know, my 8-year-old grandson likes watching you, but he won't anymore because, you know, sometimes I use colorful language. Sometimes I've let some of these trolls and stuff get under my skin, you know. Des Bars, You know what? I'm not mad at you for being happy about your team because, see, you should be happy. Because if you were old like me and had seen like Ron Jaworski and Harold Carmichael and stuff losing that Super Bowl and things like that, and see how bad the Eagles used to be, and even when you had a great player like Reggie White, you end up letting him go to the Green Bay Packers and then he's winning Super Bowls with them, because forever the Eagles were the joke of the NFC East. I mean, let's be honest, you had the Giants, the Cowboys, the Redskins between the 70s. The 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, we were all winning Super Bowls. We were. It was either the Cowboys, the Giants, or the Redskins. We owned the Super Bowl. And you guys were the redheaded stepchild. So I'm not mad at you guys. It's about time that you actually have an opportunity to be able to brag and boast about your team. Hey, everything goes in cycles. The Redskins, it's hard to believe it, but when I was in high school, living here in the Washington, D.C. area, that's when they were great. The Cowboys, we fell off a cliff. We went to the NFC Championship game 3 times, couldn't make it to the Super Bowl. And after that, the team just went downhill to the point where Jerry Jones bought the team because it was losing $2 million a month. It goes through cycles, and all of a sudden, boom, we're back on top. You guys had a great run there during the 2000s where you guys should have been winning Super Bowls. I mean, you ended up going to the NFC Championship game 3 times in a row and losing and not making it but one. So, the fact that you finally have something to cheer about, I'm happy for you. It's about damn time. But don't worry. I'm telling you, right now, Des Bars, your team doesn't have a lot of room salary cap wise. You got a lot of big contracts and you got a lot of aging players. You're not going to be up there for long because you're going to have to recycle and start back over again. It's the nature of the beast. I told Philly 500 that before. I said, listen, when they signed Jet D, how you doing? When they signed, Deshaun Jackson, oh man, we got that deep threat. And here's what happens to people. You don't look at where the guy is now. You looked at the greatness that they had before. When Michael Vick, after he left you guys, people were Cowboy famous and said, man, we need to sign Michael Vick. Because in your mind, you were thinking about Michael Vick, who was in Atlanta, who was literally a video game. You don't look at where the guy is now. And so you kept thinking about Deshaun Jackson when Deshaun Jackson was in Philadelphia. You were thinking about Deshaun Jackson, that was lighting it up. You weren't looking at Deshaun Jackson that's like 32 years old now and going to be injury prone. And I said that. But see, and that's where people in their mind, they'll say, oh man, if we just get AB. Well, AB, was a little off. Or you say, oh, get Odell Beckham. Because in your mind, you're thinking about Odell Beckham that had that one-handed catch. You're not looking at the Odell Beckham who became a problem child. Odell Beckham who constantly has nagging injuries. Odell Beckham who doesn't like to practice. In your mind, you're just thinking about that one catch. And so that's going to be the problem for you Eagles. Lane Johnson stays nicked up and stuff. He's getting up there. Jason Peters probably will retire this year. Deshaun Jackson. How many games did you get him for? 2? 1? You got your receiving corps. Problems. You guys actually have a lot more problems than the Dallas Cowboys. And you have a first place schedule. And you're not picking until the 26th pick, which means that every one of your picks are that much further. So you got 26, 26, and 32, 46, 50, 54, and then you keep on going down. So you guys aren't exactly in the greatest of positions right now. You got to look at running back. You need one. You need wide receivers. You need help in the defensive secondary. You need help with wide receivers. You got a whole lot to do. I would look pathetic if I had to look back in the 70s to point out good memories. It's funny because you guys didn't have any good memories in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s. You had no past as you look back. But by the way, we can look back. Just feel great. Feel great that you're talking about how much you've dominated the NFC East and all that. But understand, you've only gotten 1 victory in the last 2 years over the Cowboys. 2 in the last 3 years. So you haven't exactly been just like kicking our ass. And I hate to remind you that We beat you 37-7 this year. So if your team is so great and high and mighty, how is it we still split the games this year? Boy, please. That was called a pinch. So hold up. First time on camera. Or tried to kick back. So all this stuff here is going to become laces. See where our comments are. Comments. Where are your comments? Eagles have one. I want the Cowboys to lose to the Eagles, but I think they would have done better in the playoffs, though. Well, you know what? This is a necessary evil. We had to lose. I'm sorry. We had to lose just to get over this hump, man. We have been through the same stuff for too long. We had to get rid of Jason Garrett. We weren't going to ever win the Super Bowl with Jason Garrett. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You don't want to ever lose, a game. But in the end, I feel better where the Cowboys are having gotten rid of Jason Garrett. It's just like it's a plague that left, right? Because, if we had made it to the playoffs, Jerry Jones would have been like, you know what, they're going to give him one more chance. We've been through that. They should have gotten rid of him after the 3-8-8 seasons, The fact that you can't look at, here's how you know that Jason Garrett's just not the guy. How often have you seen guys that were under Jason Garrett become other coaches? Very rarely do you see our guys getting picked up and becoming, great coaches. You know what I'm saying? That's a sign right there. I survived Carrot Top. Des Bars, you really don't know much about football, do you? Cowboys history started in 90 and ended in 96. How old are you, Des? Really? How old are you? Because the Dallas Cowboys, if we have to go through history, the Dallas Cowboys started in 1960. Now, even your Eagles, you were one of the original franchises. For a while there, you merged with the Steelers and things like that. And you guys won 3 world championships while The Detroit Lions, I think, won 5, and I think the Cleveland Browns won like 8. But the Dallas Cowboys came into existence in 1960. And by 1966, the Cowboys were playing in the NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers, which will be one of the most legendary games in all of football, the Ice Bowl. Sadly, they lost it on the last play to the Green Bay Packers. But what's interesting is the Dallas Cowboys actually played 3 NFC Championship games in a row against the Green Bay Packers. They finally made it to the Super Bowl V, against the Colts. The Colts had been a dynasty. The Colts, with Johnny Unitas was, the franchise and things. In fact, the Colts were thought to be unbeatable because when the AFL came about, it was kind of like the finesse league. They're not real football. They do a lot of passing and things like that. Real football is played in the NFC. And the NFC started doing the Super Bowls not because they wanted to merge with the AFC, but it was meant to be proving the dominance that the NFC had over the AFC. And it ended up being actually the Jets and Joe Namath, who ended up basically guaranteeing that they were going to get a win, and ended up winning it. And that was the beginning of the merger. And it wasn't until 1970 that the 2 leagues actually merged and made the current NFL. But the Dallas Cowboys played against those Colts and lost in that Super Bowl. And that's one of the first games that I can really remember, because I remember how dejected my dad was about the Cowboys losing, because it was like 1917, I think, was the final score. It was then the Dallas Cowboys that ended up changing what they did. They went from Craig Morton, who was a quarterback that took them to the Super Bowl and things, to this young guy, Roger Staubach, who wasn't conventional. He ran. And it was that team, because it was crazy things that happened back in those days, okay? Tom Landry wasn't sure who he wanted to have as quarterback. And he actually had Craig Morton and Roger Staubach in one game, alternating series. Roger would get 3 plays, Craig Morton would get 3 plays. It ended up being a disaster. And that's when he settled on Roger Staubach. And they ended up going on and winning the Super Bowl against the Miami Dolphins. But that wasn't the only Super Bowl. They went to 3 more Super Bowls. They ended up beating the Denver Broncos. They lost 2 of the greatest Super Bowls you'll ever see against the Steelers. And I still to this day hate the Steelers. You could look at all of the Hall of Famers that came from there, from Bob Bullet Hayes, where they took a track star and made him great. You can look at Randy White, the Manster. You can look at Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy, Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, Rayfield Wright. To say that our history started in 1990 to 96, you really don't know much about football. And see, that's where, like I said, Des, I applaud you for finally winning a Super Bowl. But see, understand the totality about things when you talk. Understand everything. Don't just come in with a perception of, the last 2 years. Understand everything. Understand that the Washington Redskins have been to 5 Super Bowls, winning 3. Understand that the New York Giants have been to 5 Super Bowls, winning 4. Understand that the Dallas Cowboys have been to 8 Super Bowls, winning 5. Understand that you guys have been to 3, winning 1. Now, I'm not belittling what your team's done. You've got some great players out there. Concrete Charlie. It wasn't that he was hitting people like a concrete truck, even though he was. It was because his day job in the off season was putting down concrete. I probably know more about your history than you do. I think my history is richer. Oh, okay. So Des Bars. Yes, in 1947, 49, and 60. Here's what's great about that, buddy. You do realize that in 1947, 1949 and 1960. I'm happy that you did win those world championships. But understand, there were only 10 teams. 10 teams. 10 teams. And during that same time, it fails to comparison that the Detroit Lions, the Lions, won more world championships than you did. Understand that the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns during that time won more world championships than them. Yes, you got that history. But guess what? As you guys put, we got Harold Carmichael in there and Philly 500 talking about, how great, yeah, we got that. You do realize that we got 2 more Hall of Famers this year. Jimmy Johnson and Cliff Harris. To your 1. And buddy, since your team has been around twice the length of my Dallas Cowboys just about, okay? How come we got about the same amount of Hall of Famers? You had all those years with we're literally, there were no Dallas Cowboys, so you ought to be, you ought to have 30 or 40 Hall of Famers, shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? Let me ask you this. How many Hall of Famers do you have since the 90s? Reggie White, who else? Reggie White? For my 90s team, I got Troy, Emmett, the Playmaker, Larry Allen. Shall I go on? Jimmy Johnson, Charles Haley. 6. Go ahead, Des. Des, school me, man. Because, see, you coming into my house. When you come into my house now, let me dust myself off. That's how much history Eagles got. We were one of the 10 teams and the Cowboys weren't. So if that's the case, then you should have lapped the Dallas Cowboys because your team has been around. They've had time, to be. Okay. So during those 60s where the Cowboys literally were the new kid on the block, how come you weren't dominating us then? Because you already been world champions and everything else. Come on, Des. It don't hold water, okay? You're an idiot. Remember, when you come into my house, have your stuff together. Don't come in with this fake Cowboys. Oh, man, If you were so great, then why did the Dallas Cowboys ever beat you? Ever. Ever. Take a look at the records between the two of us. Take a look at it. Take a look at the NFC East over the 4 years of Carson Wheelchair Wentz and Dak Prescott. How many times you beat us, son? Huh? Now, I understand that the sun shines on a dog's ass from time to time, and the sun finally shined on your ass, and it took you 52 years to finally get a Super Bowl. What took you so long, son? Boy, please. Boy, please. Child, please. See where our comments are in here. I'm so right, Jan. Wouldn't. Okay. When you spell wouldn't, it's WOULDN''T. It's not WOUNDENT. So much for that being so bright. There you go, Bobby Ice. Eagle fans win 4 more NFL championships, and then we'll talk. There you go. That's the way to tell them. Have you guys been to that stink? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been to Philly quite a few times, as a matter of fact. Place stinks. They need to clean that joint up. They need to clean the streets up. So that's what I say. Catch up first, and then before you start talking trash. Q, put down the shot glass. Q, put down the shot glass. Mark Reed, man, screw you. Who gives a rat's ass about some Dez Barks, okay? Look at that. You love the Cowboys so much, you got a name Dez. How you an Eagle fan? How you an Eagle trolls with the name Dez? I ain't worried about reading some crap that you got. Man, you want somebody to read your stuff. You know, this is it. From now on, I will not respond to Dez Barks anymore. I don't care what you say anymore, dude. You are irrelevant. Your team is some dog shit, man. Excuse me. I'm not trying to cuss. I'm not trying to cuss. You don't matter. You want to troll and say what you want? Say what you want. But we're not going to read it here anymore, buddy. And that's all I have to say about that. In the meantime, I got shelves I need to make for people. And so, it's time to go to work. Time to go to work. Time to go to work. Yeah. Mark, it looks like you're making football shelves. Yes, actually, I've had a bunch of people order them. I've got the new one. This is the basic one, which is the just the laces. And so we're going to be doing some laces with the football behind them, which will be cool too. And then we're going to be doing some that are painted and some that are going to be stained. So we're trying to do a little bit of different stuff in here. This is not my day job. Well, it actually is my day job, but this is I leave for the Super Bowl to be working at NFL Experience and stuff on Wednesday. So we're going to have a lot of coverage of the Super Bowl. And so I didn't want to start any projects where I'm leaving somebody's house tore up before I go. When I get back, we'll be tearing up E2 Blue's house and some other projects. So I'm setting this stuff up because you see behind me all those laces. Michael Anthony will be working on getting all these things finished while I'm out of town. And so I'm making all the parts for it. And I enjoy doing this. And so if you do want to, don't count Eagles' history past the 1960 because they would. If you're interested in any Jobu gear, if you go to my website, cowboyjobu.com, go down to the bottom of the page, and I have all the stuff that we're doing on the site now, if you're interested. And what we're going to do is, the money we make from this helps to support the channel. So that way we do more and more events and giveaways and things like that. So that's what we's doing. A lot lot of damn parts, isn't it? See, like, this is one part. Then we have all of these parts over here that are already cut and manufactured. Deion Sanders. There you go. There you go, Steffi. Way to tell him. Mark, how... wait a minute. How to... Mark Holmes, how to place an order from your workshop. I've been trying to order from you. Go to cowboyjobu.com. cowboyjobu.com. Go on the site, go all the way down, and you'll see, it'll say products. Click on any of the products and it'll open up the store and you can order whatever you want. I've got actually a bunch of stuff that's already ready to go, and I'm working on getting some of these pieces together so Michael Anthony can put them all together while I'm gone. And so that's where you can order them. I'm trying to get out as much stuff before I go as possible. That's where I need to make the lace shelf, the football ones. I've got a couple of those that people want. So cowboyjobu.com. I'm not listening, Des Bars. He's bigger than a puppy, but missing front legs. What are we talking about? What did I miss? Did I miss something crazy there? That's right, Dan. Have a blast. Actually, it's going to be a lot of work. If anybody is going to be, oh, your dog had puppies. Congratulations. I have a shot for him. I know you need a reason to have a shot. What kind of dog? If anybody's going to be in Miami or close proximity, please stay tuned to the channel because maybe we can do a meetup. And I'm going to tell you, if you're going to go to like NFL experience and stuff, the best time to go is that first weekend, that Saturday and Sunday, because it's not crowded. By the middle of the week is when everybody starts getting there, and it gets to be a zoo. And I will be there every day. Every day. And we're going to probably go down to First Take and Undisputed and some of the shows and stuff and troll them a little bit because it's like right across the street from the convention center. We'll check out NFL Network and those shows and stuff. So we'll be giving you some coverage of the Super Bowl from the Jobu Sports perspective. Yes, they are talking about those world championships, trying to say that their history is so much greater than the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, they're such a multi-poo. Is that a poodle and Maltese? Jet. Oh, Jet. We can get 3 more, Jet. We can put 3 more emojis in here. I think we ought to come up with a pile of poo with an Eagles logo on it. How about that? Is that possible? That we could have like an eagle with crap poured on top of it? I think it would be a winner in here. I'd love that one. Just look at that. Look at what? Daniel. Yeah, I know. I got you. Me too. Just look at that. Daniel, here you go. Can we put this up there for the Super Bowl with some Jobu shot glasses and a big bottle of rum? I'm just trying to get this stuff together so Michael can work while I'm gone. Daniel, Don't have your wife call me again. Don't have her call me, cuss me out now. Don't have her cuss me out, seriously. Just look at it. Just look at what? What are we talking about? Big Dog. Thank you, Big Dog. Glad you got your shot glass, man. Don't wear it out like Hugh is. Over the bench, buddy. Over the bench. I don't get that. The big yellow thing. What big yellow thing? The big yellow, what, over there? The battery charger? Yes, she is. Yeah, I'm, oh man. All right. Just look at it. Over the bench. Just look at it. What, do I have a ghost or something behind me that's about to like come out and say, ah! I don't understand. I don't understand what's over the bench. Philly stinks. People say the city and oh, it does. It does. And it looks like a trash dump. Peace, Jet. Jet's, you're off today, aren't you, Jet? It's a holiday. You get 2 back to back, Friday and Saturday. Jet, you should have come up here and helped me build all this shit. Man, I'm sitting here going the wrong way. Okay. If you're talking about, well, in Virginia, Q, there's actually a Friday holiday. Are you talking about my battery charger over here on the bench? That's actually a battery charger / generator. You can put the batteries in there and flip a switch and you've got 120 volts. That's actually pretty cool because I can run the 65-inch TV I got downstairs off of that for about 3 hours. That is a battery charger. That's a battery charger for the 60-volt batteries. The battery, this is a miter saw. That's the miter saw, which is battery powered as well. It uses these 60 volt flex batteries. If I put 4 of these on that charger, it'll I can plug in stuff and run it. It's a generator too. So that's what that is. It's a DeWalt. So yeah, that I was like, the yellow thing. What yellow thing? Wow, would you look at that? I thought I'd seen the saw on the floor. Oh no, that's not on the floor. It's actually, it's not on the floor. Look, understand, this shop, there's not a whole lot of space. So I keep it down here, actually. Boom, it's right there with the planer, okay? There's only so much room to put everything in here. But I've got my planer that's actually up underneath here, so that way it saves space. But I can still run 8-foot pieces all the way through. I got my table saw, which is / workbench, and then I got my joiner here. So you only have so much room in this 2-car garage to get all the equipment in here. So you have to figure out ways to be creative and be able to move around. The amount of stuff that I make in this shop, it's really too small to be able to make it. I mean, I've built full kitchen, full kitchens in here where I literally don't have a space to put it all up in here. But I find a way to do it. So you have to think outside the box. Ignore Des Bars. See, Eagle fans think that they can get under my skin. They think that they're actually coming in and doing something. That's good. If you ever got hurt on my live stream, you'll be calling up. You know what? If I ever cut off like a finger on my live stream, it probably would go viral. But I don't know that I want a video to go viral that bad. Haven't cut my finger. Did I build my house? I didn't build this one, but I have built several houses, and right now I'm working. Say a prayer for me. I'm trying to see if the bank will loan us money so that way I can build a duplex for affordable housing, like it'll be 2 units, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And that's what I really want to get back to. I haven't built one several years, and I love building houses. You know, it's funny how the Eagles always say the same stupid shit. And they think that it's, oh man, I got you. Yeah. It's like, nobody cares what you say. They don't. Oh, hold on. My battery's getting low. Let me get my charger. I've been in here for all day. All day. It's funny to me how people get pleasure out of other people's misery. I'm trying to understand that whole concept. How, and I think I understand it though. I think I understand why people want to be so negative or try and bring somebody else down. And I understand it because, generally speaking, people with low self-esteem and low self-worth make themselves feel better if they can make somebody else feel worse. And that's actually a sad thing, because life is too short to waste it. You know, because here's my thing in life. I would love for as many, before, I don't know, I could die tomorrow. I honestly could die tomorrow. We don't know. Jet D, if he's still here, you know, he sent me some pictures from an accident that happened on 81 the day before yesterday. 2 tractor trailers collided. 3 people died. 3 people died. And they were literally looking for body parts. I know when they got up that morning, they didn't think that this is going to be my last day here on the earth. People will find out that they've got cancer, a couple months to live. And so I don't know. I could be that guy. I've got cancer running my family and things like that. So I'm trying to do as much good stuff and be as positive as I can in the time that I'm here. And instead of trying to bring people down and make them feel miserable, I'm trying to elevate others. I'm trying to help other people in their position in life be in a better spot, or to bring somebody some joy. Maybe, you know, their life is terrible and all that, but maybe they can come on here and have a good laugh or conversation, or maybe we can share a shot glass together. So that's what I'm trying to do, because it's about trying to be great for others and not about bringing people down. And it gets repetitive when people just say the same stupid thing. You know, it's like, I'm glad he finally stopped. But Falcon fan. The Falcon fan who would email me, right? He would just try and cut down on the Cowboys, much like this fool right here is. And what he would do is, he would send the email, and if you didn't respond, He would send this email like 10 times. 10 times he would continue to send the same email with the same thing on it. It's like, really? You have X amount of life and you're going to waste it sending the same stupid email and trying to get it. It's like, why? Why? Is your life that pathetic, Des? Is it? It's sad. I tell you, it's sad. But if that makes you feel better, if that's what rose your boat, if that makes you a happy man, by all means, go right ahead. But we won't respond to it. At least I won't. Eagles and Falcons, same boat. Al Harris, new assistant secretary coach. Justin, I leave on Wednesday. Bob's World, man. Hey, have fun seeing the world there, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Now I got to use the bandsaw. Bandsaw, man. Heading out, Steffi. Take care. Okay. Okay. I think I got it now. I think Des Bars is brethren. Because you're both spouting the same stupid ass shit. Michael's actually at his other job doing delivery. 20 years. My daughter ordered me a 10-shot glass shelf for a birthday on January 5th. If you haven't shipped it, can I upgrade it to the football rack? Sure, Sal. I have to look and see it. I don't think yours is shipped out yet, but yeah, definitely. Let me, hold on. I'll tell you 1 second. Because I just packaged up, there's 4 of the 6 shelves that are going out, and I haven't gone in there because I'm waiting for 1 more. Let me check. Sal, it hasn't gone out. I'm not sure what your daughter's name is. So I don't think it's gone out yet. I can hold it. Email me at cowboysmark94 and then I can refund you the money on that one and just order the other one. I mean, that's no biggie. No biggie at all. So let me see. Avari, I think she ordered actually, you know what? I think Avari, hold on. No, it hasn't gone yet because you got 4 shot glasses with that too. So what I can do, yeah, well, okay, now the big ones, I'm actually, look, Sal, if you want one of them, this is the blank. I'm cutting this out today, and the other pieces you saw me cutting are going to be I'll have it finished before I go. If you want me to change that, I can refund her the 6 shelf piece, and then I can go ahead and then just have her order the other one. Now you can get it. I've got it in walnut. If you'd rather have walnut, I'm doing another one. This one's going to be walnut as opposed to cherry. A little bit different color. So when you end up putting the shelf on it, it's going to pop even more on there. So if you want the walnut one, we can do the walnut one, or we can do the cherry one, or I'm gonna do another one that's just gonna be painted, which will be more cost effective. So email me if you want. What I can do is I can refund her the shelf and then just have her order another one. Yeah, I see. She ordered that one. If you wanna change it, I can refund you the 10 shelf one, okay, and then just order the other shelf, and then I'll put the shot glasses in there together and send it all together. How about that? Oh, somebody's leaving? Okay, so let me know what you want to do, because I was going to the post office a little bit later, Sal. Ordering it now? Cool. Okay, so when I get finished the live stream, I'll just refund the 6 shelf one. And that'll send, I think, it'll send the money back to back from PayPal. Appreciate that. So, I got plenty of work I need to do. Hey, baby. How you doing? Say hello to everybody. Everybody always wants to know why I never show you on my camera. They always say, I want to see your wife. It's like, hey, leave my wife alone. Leave my wife alone. You need me? A little bit. I'm going to cut out these pieces and stuff and just sold another one of the football shelves, so I got to get that done too. And Michael's back. Everybody's been asking where you are.
I'm working. I'm going with 3.
Are you going downstairs? Say if you work, did you grab me the football shelf? So that way I can use that to mark the other one. Oh, are you working now? No, you're going to the other job, right? Right. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all these blanks done, so that way, because I need to put together 4 of these for the shelf. So I'm going to cut all these things and get them sanded, so that way we can put them together. Because Sal, he said he wants his before the Super Bowl, or before I go to, he'll get it before the Super Bowl. Yeah, so when you come back, I'll have those things done. So I got to bust the hump. Cut all of the blanks and get them sanded down from and including the piping. So we're going to need to put more of the 6 ones together. I'm sorry, I keep saying 6, I mean 10. So I'll get all of those sanded out, so that way you put those together. That way we can do it. And I got this. I think that's about, does that look like a color of a football right there? Huh? Well, I am. I'm going to paint one of them with this to see how it looks. And I might try and stain some of this and see how it looks good. It might be okay to stain it. The good thing about that is it's already glued up, so I don't have to glue it up and sand it at the same time. I really want that CNC machine, because I could take that, put it in there, and it would cut out all the footballs. And I could have it so it would put carved into it, like Jobu's logo, or I could put people's names. But it's $6,000. Well, now we just gotta sell enough of this stuff to support it. This guy was telling me about Etsy. When I was getting paint, he used to sell like vinyl records, but it's like a craft site, like really craftsmanship type stuff. Say what? Well, you sell this kind of stuff on there. Etsy? And he said you can link it to like your websites and like YouTube and things like that. So I was like, okay, I ought to check into it because this would be interesting to put on something like that. A lot of pieces that go into making this stuff. So, Des Bar's left us. So, it always is comical to me how people think that, oh, I'm going to go in there and say some bad things and make them upset. Really, dude? Okay. What you're really doing is, when you come in and can comment all that, Sal, the order's in, all right, I'll go in and I'll refund the other one. I appreciate that, man. But what you're really doing is you're actually helping the channel grow, because the more people comment, the more they thumbs down and thumbs up, the more Google says, oh, people are watching. So thank you, trolls. I appreciate that. You know, we could end up doing like these pieces, put a whole board in, and it would cut it. Although this really isn't that hard to make it do.
Yeah, but you can put the whole thing in there and just walk away.
The football field. I didn't just mark the okay. Just bring that back up when it's done.
Yeah, I made $25 in 1 hour.
What?
I made $25.
You did? That's good.
You work all of it.
Drinking my black coffee because I'm fasting again. My ass is too fat, as you guys have seen. I thought we were all here to pull for the National League, no matter what. Sacked, why? Well, I'll be honest, I don't like Green Bay, and I don't like San Francisco, but I hate Aaron Rodgers, so I'm going to go for the 49ers, and I guess the Chiefs. That's all of those cut now. Q, back at the house. Q. All right. That's exactly what I need there. Thank you, son. You just set it right there so I can mark these pieces out. Man, treat that with a little respect, son. Be careful with that. Jeez. Laid it against the table, solid laid. Damn. Okay. So here's what we's gonna do. That is my master. That is the first one. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a template. Hopefully I've got a piece of 1/4 inch plywood here. Not big enough. Are you big enough? Yes. All right. So, this is what we're, look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful. Mark, you turncoat, you have to stick with it. I ain't got to stick, no. Turncoat, where's the rule book that I got to root for? No, the hell I will ever root for the 49ers or Green Bay in the Super Bowl. You'd have lost your damn head.
So you gonna root for Kansas City?
I'll root for anybody but those two. Look, like I said, I will root for the 49ers. Well, no, look, I hope the 49ers win. I won't even root for them, okay? Listen.
They won't.
Because
everything leans towards.
I know, but there is no way on God's green earth that any self-respecting Dallas Cowboy fan can ever root for the 49ers or the Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl. Sorry, it just don't happen. And don't tell me I'm a turncoat. Are you crazy? You're a turncoat to root for any of those two.
Now, if you root for
I tell you what, if you were ever invited to my man cave, the invitation has been taken away. It's gone. There ain't no way in the world that, no, turncoat my ass. Turncoat. Shit. I'm a turncoat because I'm not going to root for Green Bay or man, get out of here, man. In the grand scheme of things, if we're not winning, it don't matter. And how? And on top of it, no. How does that help? How does that help our division? Somebody else win the Super Bowl. That's the dumbest thing I'd have ever heard.
I know. At least root for the Eagles.
No, screw the Eagles.
No, because at least that helps our divisional record overall.
No, I'd rather our divisional record be one less than the Eagles.
I know.
You trying to get this on?
I know. I'm okay having all the divisional records. I'll take that. It doesn't have something. I got something.
There's our template. All right, so you guys see that? This one is made out of walnut. Hey, so Sal. I tell you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, Sal. This is what I'm gonna do for you, special Sal. I'm gonna go ahead and make the maple one. I'm gonna make the cherry one, and I'll let you pick out which one you want. Okay? All right? Because I'm gonna make 3 right now. Now let me show you. Look at this. See, this is you guys saw this glued up, right? Before I cut. Now let me show you. Look, this is the multi phases of doing this kind of stuff. I love this shit. That for firewood. Now, come on over here. Let me move you guys this way so you can see where the next part of the magic happens. This is a 96-inch long belt sander. Look up. walnut football right now. Blue, 31, sit, hey! I'm a little crazy. So that's a walnut. And you see Michael Anthony Fitness over there, taking care of business, painting. That's right.
Money ain't going crazy.
Actually, it does. It's made of paper,
Yeah.
but you can't go hard to yourself.
No, actually, money's made from cotton. That's what my ancestors made and picking it, but
Oh no! This isn't wide enough. Man, I gotta glue some more wood to this. Yeah, Mark. Okay. So we're gonna have two right now that have to go out. Wow. I got a piece of cherry over there. I'll glue that out. Okay. So we have to find some more cherry over there. So let me cut this one. Let me see some of these comments from you great fans. Whoa. I thought the Joker looked smaller. Joe Montana. More like Arabic. I'm way behind. Oh, my handwriting is crap. I agree with you. Please autograph the shelf. Okay, I'll put it on the back. How about that? Okay. Yeah, you're right. But if I can get, hey, listen, if I can get me $6,000, I'm gonna get a CNC machine, and we're gonna be able to like engrave like your names and stuff on there, man. That's gonna be cool because like you can say, you know, from Jobu's, like I can put like the Jobu's day job, put that up in there, or if you want it engraved with your name and stuff on it, you know, we'd be able to do that kind of thing, which would be kind of cool, kind of cool. Oh, another blank. Now, here's what I'm also going to do. Because the materials cost so much. I mean, for cherry, this is an expensive wood. For walnut, actually, I have some in my shop, but that's expensive too. But I'm going to do some that are going to be more cost effective, and we're going to make them out of pine. And we're going to paint them. So they look like football color, or I could try and stain it. I'm not sure. I'm going to try both ways and see which looks better. Hopefully I can get 4 out of this one board. See, if I were in China, this would be like a whole shop of people in here that would be making these. Actually, it looks like I'm only gonna get 3 out of here. Maybe 3. Maybe only 2. Yeah, we get 3 out of it. Okay, let's start over. We're gonna start over on that. We're gonna scoot it just a little bit the other way. There we go. All right. So now we're going to cut these out. So we'll get 3 out of this. And where are we with our comments? Spread the mojo. You're right, Jake. Hand engraver with him would just like he had ethic seizure. Okay. Come on, man. Why we got to have me with a seizure? You see all these? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? To see all this, bam, handmade. I think it's kind of cool. I'm gonna take the circular saw and cut this off. That's all the paint you use? That's it? I was gonna buy, I got 10% off coupon. I was gonna buy a gallon of the other paint and a gallon of the paint for the buy a gallon of paint for the football. Okay. All right, we're gonna cut these down now. Bam. More footballs. Just sanding. Like we lost a bunch of y'all. Sorry, I know it's not exciting. I know it's not like my regular live stream. And that's where we got our blade. I'm about ready to take a break here. Whew, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I wanted to draft, you wanted the D tackle, that's the 49ers and Henry in the draft. Trying to see all the comments. I'm sorry. Have to actually work. Actually, that's not a bad idea. If I forget the C machine, that'd be easy to do. Make one that's a star. That's from a Redskin fan. I wonder if I put logo, if I end up doing like the Redskin logo or the women, you get copyright on that kind of stuff. All of Pretty cool, ain't it? Look at that. Oh. Football. I'm going to paint these two. I'm going to try to stain that. Let's see how it looks. This will be a guinea pig. See if we can do it with cheaper wood. Walnut cherry. You're building a mantle. I'm making some footballs. Look at that. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Shit. I got mad skills. Me and Michael Anthony Fitness. So, I'm going to have these things sanded out so that way you'll be able to paint these. You're delivering tomorrow too? Oh, shit. Okay, I guess I'm going to be painting some of this stuff.
You gotta make money.
Well, we got work to do. I got to get this stuff out of here.
Yeah, I gotta make money too.
Okay.
It's not enough just to pay the bills.
All right, I hear you talking. Eliminate this. On the player. So that way we get one more. Okay. When do you have to leave?
I'm only not forward to go to the gym.
What time is it?
It's 2:00.
2:20. Damn. Where did they go? How is it already 2 something? Man. Time is flying by. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I've been in here in a bubble. Anything happen with our Cowboys today? For the last 2.5 hours, we've been here building some shit. Didn't make this one wide enough, so I'm gonna add a piece to it. We need one more cherry. And you're delivering on Monday too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait Monday.
Oh shit! Well, I guess I'm not gonna get my ass then.
Monday's a holiday.
I know, but I gotta get this stuff out. Sal said he's gonna be waiting for his. He said he wants his before the Super Bowl. He just ordered his. So.
Well, those ones just need to be painted.
Huh?
Those ones just need to be painted. You can send one out.
No, not the paint. He's got cherry.
Well, then here's one.
I can't send out the first one.
Hey,
That's the original.
hey,
What's wrong?
do you have a box for it?
No, actually, I gotta order boxes too. Actually, I need to do that so that way I get those. The boxes, shit.
Because this one you can send out today. You got the box for it. You already have the template. Hey, I just solved the problem.
And he's trying to say it's game used because it actually hung in the man cave. You know what? Actually,
I'm not saying
wait.
I'm not saying it's game used. He said he wanted one of that
Okay.
one of their chairs already made.
When I was young and in Boy Scouts, you could get a flag if you requested from your senator or your House of Representative, your congressman, a flag that hung over the Capitol. You're thinking like, wow, I got the flag that hung over the Capitol. You know what they do? They have a flagpole, and they have a couple of guys' job. Their job is they run up the flag for the flag up the flagpole. They wait 30 seconds, and then they run it down. Hook on another one, run it up the flagpole, wait 30 seconds, and bring it down. So you technically have a flag that flew over the Capitol.
Hey, that's good. That's an easy job.
But there's also 1,000 of them that hung over that day.
Yeah, that's an easy
So
job.
we could take these, put the attachments, and we could hang it up in the Jobu's man
I'm
cave.
not saying that.
And we can say, it was hung in Jobu's man cave. How about that?
I'm not saying that, but you said you wanted one chair. You had one.
Well, today, okay, see, there's 2 holidays this weekend in Virginia. There's Friday holiday today, Ling Jackson Day. Then Monday, it's Martin Luther King Day. It used to be that there was only one holiday. It was the Ling King Jackson Day. And they decided maybe we shouldn't put all those together. So Jet's off today, and we'll be off on Monday. So you get both ends of the spectrum. What do I need to do? I need to start cutting all of those. I need to start putting the notches, which means I gotta put the dado head on again. Oh, I ain't putting the dado head on. Oh, it's so hard. And then cut those pieces. Or maybe I'll take a break first. Are you guys ready for a break? Wait a minute. What was that? What? It's Jesse Jackson's birthday. Brother. Mark. Wait a minute. What's Mark? It's me, Rudy. How you doing, Rudy? Man, what's going on? You can call me Rude Dog. Okay, Rude Dog. What's up, Rude Dog? How you doing, man? I'm here making some football shelving and such. We're trying to get some pieces together. Michael Jackson, right? Yeah, okay. So what other famous Lee is there? Bobby Lee? I don't know. Stan Lee. Stan Lee and Michael Jackson Day. That's what it is. Stan Lee and Michael Jackson Day. That's what today is. How about that? Okay. Anyway, only in Virginia. I'm trying to decide, what do I feel like doing next? Should I say, because we got to make some of the, we need more 6s for the ones that are painted. So if I just sand the 6s edges, then those can be put together. I'm sorry, the 10s. The 10s. I mean the 10. I need one of those to get shipped out, and I need, how many more of those do you have over there? I guess I'm gonna be putting these together too, then, aren't I? Well, damn. Michael's you know what, Dad? Your job don't pay enough. I'm gonna go do a job.
It doesn't pay enough. I want to make more money.
He said, I'm gonna go do a job that makes some real money.
No, that makes more money, not real money. You can't have it on the door. Also, that make it a full-time job that have no life. No, sir.
I think we got plenty of the other two sizes. What we'll do is we'll save this part. Or what we need it for oversize. shit look easy. Damn. He makes that look easy, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. See, once you've hired Al Harris for assistant, yeah, I've met Al Harris. I actually met him when he was actually with the Saints. With Drew Brees, I think like 2007 or so. You like the walnut one? That's yours, Sal. You're gonna have the walnut one, which we'll varnish it with the clear semi-gloss waterproof varnish on there, and it'll have the maple lace on it. Yeah, so that one's yours, and then I'll send the cherry one to the other person that wanted. Jet D, building the mantle suite. I'll have it. Well, it'll be out probably Tuesday. Because I want to make sure, by the time you do the varnish and everything else. And I'm going to put on these attaches, which are about the best picture hanging thing ever, because you literally, boom, drop it on, and when you take it off, pull it off. Oh, walnut, and it's heavy. Yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of walnuts that I bought years ago. In fact, I've got some, look at this. If people actually like them in walnut, up here, I've got like pieces, that's like 10-inch wide pieces of walnut up here on the top. Let me grab it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Covered with dust. I got so much stuff in this workshop, it's not even funny. I think that's hickory right there. But, like, what's on top of it? Wow. Okay, that's another piece. Oh, that's a 2-inch piece. Or 1.5-inch piece. Look at that. That's like that. Well, covered with dust. That right there is a 5/4 piece of walnut. That's the real color. Look at that. Look how thick that is. That is been in here for probably about 12 years or so. And then I've got a whole bunch more that's actually stacked up there, because originally my wife wanted me to build chairs out of walnut, and it's just like, chairs are one of those things that it's a pain in the ass. You're talking about making 6 chairs exactly identical. It's just like, just buy some chairs. Just buy some. So he's not here for clicks. He's tracks. Who are we talking about? Mike?
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, I'm saying, no, Mike Mosh. Here, oops, that's money. Hey, hater here for clicks. Just seen the title, don't watch it. Mark Holmes and his followers are a bunch of hypocrites. Really, Mike? Mike, what? What? Just see the title, don't watch yet. Mark Holmes and his followers are a bunch of hypocrites. I'm trying to understand. Don't post the link. Desert Eagle 90. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? You know what? It's funny that Eagle fans actually give a rat's ass about what go ahead. Call me out. Big deal. It's funny because I don't bother nobody other than Philly 500. I'm here building. What? Michael's shaking his head. Look, what?
You went after. I can't. Last night you went after the guy because he's doing keto.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, but you don't.
That's nothing personal.
You don't need to be going after the guy because he wants to get healthier this year.
I didn't say anything about him going on keto. I'm happy he's going on keto. I'm just mad at him talking about Drew Pearson. You don't talk about Drew Pearson.
That's what you said last night.
That's what I said last night.
Like, I'm mad because somebody else is going on keto.
No, I said I'm mad and he's going on keto. Make sure you get that shit straight.
You may have taken my belt, but you ain't gonna talk crap about him getting healthier.
You know I'm gonna do it. Swell on up on me. Because you know what? I do my homework and make a video reply back if and when. You know what? I'm going to tell you, Mike, I've never heard of the guy, first of all. First of all. And I'm going to take the high road because ain't no point in me getting down in the gutter with some troll, cockroach, Eagle fan. I got things in life to do. Because, see, I got great fans out there like Sal, who's waiting for his football shelf in there. Yeah. I've got other ones who are waiting for their shot glasses. And I got to get ready to go to the Super Bowl so that way I can bring great content to them, to everybody. And you want me to waste my time with some cockroach that's in a talk trash. Look, this channel isn't about talking trash. This channel is about real content. You know, because see, I got down and dirty a little bit and I got brought back to life because one of the fans said, listen, man, you don't understand the effect you have on people. He said, my 8-year-old grandson watches you. And he won't watch anymore because of the language you use. And this is bigger than talking trash. Just see, you got guys out there like Cole Pizzle who've been doing this shit talking trash since when? Since the beginning of YouTube? I'm not part of that circle because here's what happens. If I get in there and get in that circle of crap floats to my channel. And that's not what I'm about. I got lovely ladies here. And I know most of those guys in the talk trash circle that they don't understand what it is to talk to a lady or how to talk to a lady because they're in the basement and all that. Like Cole Pizzle, blowing a whistle and shit. You know, talking about how you come in hungry and you leave fed because, you know, I don't got time for that, man. You know, Mike, you deal with that kind of stuff, man. That's not what I'm about, man. I'm about eating good. I'm about building some nice stuff here. I'm about relating and being a positive message. I don't have time. I don't have the time to just get here and just talk a whole bunch of nonsense with idiots. If they want to be an idiot and clout chase using my name, go right ahead. I don't care. I just don't anymore. It's just freaking ridiculous. Cow piss. That's it. I'm about bettering myself, my situation, and my family's. And my family, you know who my family is? Do you know who my family is? My family, a wonderful son here, my daughter Aisha, my daughter Michaela, my beautiful wife, my parents, my in-laws, my brothers and sisters, and all of you guys that come here on this channel. That's where my time and my devotion is going to be. Not for somebody who's looking to go ahead and talk some smack on me and me to come back and make his channel grow because I came back over and talked to him, man. You know, I mean, seriously, because that's all Cole Pizzle wanted. Cole Pizzle is out there just shouting at Shango, shouting at me and everything, shouting at Philly 500, because he's looking for attention. If you go ahead and Google or YouTube Mark Holmes, you'll see millions of fools, people I never heard about talking about Mark Holmes. Okay, go right ahead, have at it, have fun, man. Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time. Because Sal needs his football shelf. Right? Man, you put this together fast. Man, that boy is good. That boy is good. What movie is that from? You'd think that we was like in China and some shit making all this stuff, man.
Forget about China.
I mean, an assembly line. Okay, a factory.
China's the number one pollutant. China and India are the number
I'm just saying production-wise.
number two
Look.
pollutants in the world.
Okay, I'm not.
It's like,
You know, he takes stuff too damn literal. I said, you would think we were in like China in a sweatshop here spitting this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, China's the #1 polluter. I'm like, I don't need all that. I don't want to listen. I'm just saying, we doing production work up in here. And he like, well, you know, China. Come on. Kick that motherfucker's ass. He seemed to forgot I brought him into this world. I'll take him out. Here's my son. Stackable dado set. So that's 4, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so 11, 12, 13. Okay, good. All right, hopefully we have enough stuff here to make it through Tuesday. Oh boy. I'll be back. It's downstairs, isn't it? Damn. got 5 on it. Hold up. Weed and boy. Alright, so making our cross pieces over here with the stackable dado head. Was cutting a wide piece. Look at that. Bam. We have a male and a female piece. I take all of those? Jesus Christ. Man. All right, well. So we had a lot extra. Come back, I need to get this kind of dinner plate for this sharpening. Or get a new set. Make sure it gets good quick cut. We made all the pins, right? All right. You guys deserve a break now. I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. Okay, so. Damn, we've been on for 3 hours? Okay. Well, now you guys have got an idea what goes into actually building all these damn shelves and stuff. And so I'm going to keep on getting this stuff together. Sal, first of the week before I leave, your stuff's going to be to you, buddy. I appreciate that. And I'll go in here and work on the refund on the 6th, unless you want that one too. Hey, let's try and do something here. It's a new year. It's a new decade. Okay? I remember not that long ago when it was Y2K. And here we are 20 years into this century. 20 years into it. How about we try and do some stuff different? Instead of people trying to hate and trying to troll and be assholes and everything else, how about we try and be better people? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do on this channel from now on. Sal, heading out. Okay, Sal, coming to America. How about we try and be better people and be better to each other? How about that? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a better person. In the meantime, it's almost going on 3 o'clock, right?
Yep.
All right, then we gotta figure out what I'm gonna cook for dinner. I've been fasting today too. Haven't had anything to eat since like 11 o'clock last night, and I'm not sure what to make for dinner today. How did that hamburgers look? Yesterday, oh, wait till you see today's. I gotta get that out. Yesterday I had a shrimp bowl. Ooh, spicy ass shrimp bowl. Oh, it was good. Oh, it was good. Got to figure out what to have for today. So basically, I end up doing my keto taping the day before and putting it out there. And it's going to be fun to see how we do keto-wise in Miami at the Super Bowl, because it's a lot of eating out, and eating out is hard. And last year in Atlanta, sorry, it just didn't work out in Atlanta. I mean, when they got chicken fried ribs. How you got a chicken fried rib? But they did it. And this shit was good. And it was just like, just sugar on top of sugar on everything. So. And Robert Smith, you're putting time out. And what do you want me to say? What did you say? You must have said something to piss off somebody. I didn't time you out. I mean, that happened before. So what do you want me to do now? I don't even. Are you one of those eagle trolls in here? Because here's the thing. If you're one of those eagle trolls in here, just because I let you back in doesn't mean I got to keep you back in here. Well, it depends on how you're making fun of. If you're a Giants fan and you're making fun of a quarterback, you should be putting time out. You ain't got no room to talk about nobody, no how. With your trash ass, I've been in the basement how many years running now, team? Come on, man. You ain't got no... Yeah, here, let me put you a timeout right now. How you going to think you can troll somebody and you a New York Giant fan? When you talking about hiring Jason Garrett, you don't come in here talking smack when you talk about hiring Jason Garrett. Come on, man. You know who is text messaging me?
Who?
Jackass, of course.
I would even
How do I block his number out so I don't even see text messages from him?
You block him on your phone.
Are we cool? Why would he think that we are cool? Like,
no, I wouldn't even, don't even address him. What I told you to do, tell him, do not call this or text this number again, or I'll get the authorities involved. Because he can get in trouble for that.
See,
you want me to do it? Because I'll do it.
Yeah, so I'll get you to do that.
You tell him, do not
contact me anymore.
Or anybody in my family, or I'll get the authorities involved. And let them handle
Heard that,
it.
didn't you?
You let them handle that.
Are we cool? Well, see, that's what the fucking idiot doesn't understand. That's stalking, okay? When you send me a text message every 5 minutes and stuff, and call when I'm doing live streams, and you ask somebody out 50 times.
That's your fault for answering the phone. You shouldn't have answered the phone.
All right. There's those. Damn. Well, I'm going to go take a break. Then I'm going to come back. What time are you heading out? You said 4 o'clock. After 3 now, anyway, so you're going to be leaving.
I have to go grocery shopping too.
Okay, well.
After I leave the gym.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go take me a break. And then I'm going to get all these pieces set up so that way, whenever you have time, you put those together. I'm going to sand those out and start varnishing the ones that need to be varnished. And I'll have the other ones for you to paint. So we got a game plan. I'm going to check and see what the news is. Hope you guys tune in tonight to the live stream. You're an idiot and a loser, Robert. I have to agree with that. And that's probably why you got timed out. Try and be a better person. Everybody. You know what? That's going to be my new thing for 2020 is to be a better person and do what I can to help others, even if they are assholes. Excuse my language, but that's what we're going to try and do. And you can see, look what we accomplished while you guys were watching. This is what I love, man. You thought I was a grown ass man. Really? Anyway, this is what I love. I'm here, dusty and dirty, at my day job with my son that I love a lot. And we here getting things done, man. We working. Look at it. Take a look. I know Sal's already left, but Sal, this is you, man. This is going to be hanging in Sal's man cave. This is going to be hanging there. It's going to be pretty cool, ain't it? And that's kind of a great feeling that it's a way of connecting with others. So instead of me being an ass. We doing stuff like this, man. Tell me that's not a thing of beauty. That's what I have time for. I ain't got time for stupid bull any longer. All right, see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. If you have become a channel member, okay, not a subscriber, a channel member, okay, make sure you email me at cowboysmark94gmail so I can get your shot glass to you, okay? I'm trying to get everybody caught up before I leave Wednesday to go to the Super Bowl. All right? See you in less than 6 hours. You got it, Bobby Ice. All right, see you guys.